Hey coin lovers! Welcome to the Worth Old Coins channel, your place to discover the hidden value and rare facts about old coins. In today's video we're revealing the top 4 valuable coins, and one of them might just be in your collection, so don't skip this video. Let's find out their real worth. Top 1. The America 1 Dime 1995 P coin is a significant piece of modern United States coinage that represents the long and honorable legacy of the Roosevelt dime series, which has been in continuous production since 1946. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the P mint mark on the obverse, the 1995 P dime carries with it not only the image of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, but also the ideals of leadership, resilience, and public service that defined both his presidency and his era. The Roosevelt dime series was first introduced shortly after Roosevelt's death in 1945 to honor his extraordinary contributions to the nation during the Great Depression and World War II. By 1995, nearly half a century after its introduction, the dime had become a timeless and trusted piece of American coinage, maintaining both its design and purpose across decades of economic and cultural change. The obverse front of the 1995 P dime features the dignified profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, facing left. The portrait was designed by John R. Sinek, the chief engraver of the United States Mint, who drew inspiration from photographs and metal portraits of Roosevelt that captured his determined and compassionate character. Around the portrait are the inscriptions "Liberty" on the left side, "In God We Trust" beneath Roosevelt's chin, the year 1995 to the lower right, and the mint mark P just above the date, indicating the Philadelphia Mint. The designer's initials, J.S., are inscribed at the base of Roosevelt's neckline. This obverse design has remained nearly unchanged since its debut in 1946, serving as a lasting tribute to the president who guided the nation through its greatest trials. The reverse back of the 1995 P dime continues Sinek's original design, which combines powerful symbols of freedom, strength, and unity. The center is a torch representing liberty and enlightenment, the light of knowledge and justice that guides a free people. Flanking the torch are an olive branch on the left, symbolizing peace, and an oak branch on the right, symbolizing strength and independence. These three elements together convey the message that the United States is a nation of peace, yet one that stands strong and guided by the light of liberty. Surrounding the central motif are the inscriptions "United States of America" at the top, "E pluribus unum," Latin for "out of many," one, across the middle, and the denomination "1 dime" at the bottom. This elegant and meaningful composition has made the Roosevelt dime one of the most enduring and respected designs in American coinage. The composition of the 1995 P dime reflects the economic realities of its time. Since 1965, the United States Mint had stopped using silver in circulating dimes, switching to a copper-nickel-clad composition to reduce costs and adapt to the growing demand for coins. The 1995 P dime is made of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, with a pure copper core sandwiched between two layers of cupronickel alloy. It weighs 2.27 grams, has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters, and features a reeded edge with 118 fine ridges. Despite the lack of silver, the coin retains a bright, silvery appearance due to its nickel coating, and it remains durable enough to circulate for decades without losing its luster or details. The Philadelphia Mint, where this coin was produced, is the oldest mint facility in the United States, founded in 1792 by the authority of Congress and President George Washington. By 1995, the Philadelphia Mint had become the largest minting facility in the world, producing billions of coins each year for both circulation and collectors. The 1995 P dime was one of the many circulation coins struck there that year. With a total mintage of approximately 1,125,500,000 over 1 billion coins, this immense production ensured that the dime would be readily available in everyday commerce across the United States. The precision and consistency of the Philadelphia Mint ensured that each coin was of high quality, maintaining the nation's standard for accuracy and detail in coin production. The historical context of the Roosevelt dime's design is deeply tied to Franklin D. Roosevelt's legacy. Roosevelt, who served 4 terms from 1933 to 1945, led the nation through two of its most challenging periods, the Great Depression and World War II. His introduction of the New Deal reshaped the American economy and expanded the federal government's role in ensuring economic stability. Additionally, Roosevelt was instrumental in founding the March of Dimes, a charitable organization that aimed to combat polio, a disease that had personally affected him. The dime was chosen as the denomination for his memorial coin precisely because of this connection. It symbolized both his humanitarian efforts and his fight against the disease. When the dime bearing his image was first released in 1946, it replaced the mercury dime, which had circulated since 1916 BY 1995, the Roosevelt dime had been in circulation for nearly 50 years without a major design change, a testament to the enduring popularity of Sinek's artistry and the respect Americans continued to hold for Roosevelt's legacy. The 1995 P dime also stands on the threshold of a technological transformation at the U.S. Mint, as coin production and die creation were increasingly transitioning to digital processes. However, the craftsmanship of the engravers and the historic symbolism of the design were still preserved, linking past artistry with modern minting precision. In terms of numismatic value, the 1995 P dime is considered common in circulation but still significant for collectors interested in completing date and mint mark sets of the Roosevelt dime series. Uncirculated examples and proof strikes, particularly those from the San Francisco Mint marked S, are sought after for their mirror-like finish and sharp details. Mint State MS examples graded MS 65 or higher can command small premiums, especially those with strong strikes, bright luster, and minimal contact marks. Rare varieties or mint errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or misaligned dies are also collected and can be more valuable. Symbolically, the 1995 P dime represents more than its small size or face value suggests. The torch, oak, and olive branch design remains one of the most eloquent expressions of American ideals ever minted on a coin. The torch's flame stands for freedom's eternal light, the oak for courage and resilience, and the olive for peace and diplomacy. These symbols, combined with Roosevelt's portrait, remind citizens of the unity, strength, and vision that built modern America. The dime, circulating millions of times a day across the country, serves as a silent ambassador of these enduring values. In terms of cultural significance, the Roosevelt dime has also played a role in American everyday life and collective memory. It has been used in countless small transactions, savings jars, parking meters, and vending machines for decades. To many Americans, the dime is a familiar and reassuring symbol of stability, unchanged through the generations, yet always present in the fabric of daily commerce. The 1995 P dime, like those before it, was not just a piece of metal but a representation of national continuity, hard work, and shared purpose. Top 2. The America 1 Dime 1985 P coin is a small yet historically meaningful part of the United States numismatic legacy, representing both continuity and progress in American coinage during the late 20th century. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint in 1985 and marked with the mint mark P, this coin features the long-standing Roosevelt dime design, which was introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his death. Roosevelt's image was chosen not only because of his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, but also for his personal struggle against polio and his support for the March of Dimes, a national campaign dedicated to eradicating the disease. The dime, therefore, stands as both a memorial to a transformative leader and a symbol of public health and social unity in America's post-war era. The obverse front of the 1985 P dime features a left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek, chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. Around the portrait appear the inscriptions "Liberty" on the left and "In God We Trust" below Roosevelt's chin, along with the date 1985 and the mint mark P located near the lower edge of the coin. Sinek's initials, J.S., appear at the neckline of Roosevelt's bust, acknowledging the artist's role in crafting one of America's most enduring coin designs. The simplicity of the design reflects Roosevelt's modest demeanor yet carries profound symbolism, representing hope, courage, and leadership during one of the most challenging eras in American history. On the reverse side, the 1985 P dime maintains the classic design first introduced in 1946, a torch flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. The torch stands for liberty, the olive branch for peace, and the oak branch for strength. Above the central motif are the words United States of America, while below it reads, "1 dime." Across the center appears the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, signifying the unity of the nation's diverse states. The reverse design is elegant in composition and deeply patriotic in meaning, symbolizing America's balance of freedom, peace, and resilience. The 1985 P Roosevelt dime was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, which had replaced silver in 1965. The coin consists of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, weighs 2.27 grams, and measures 17.91 millimeters in diameter, with a reeded edge designed to deter counterfeiting and edge shaving. Millions of these coins were produced for circulation, reflecting the mint's role in meeting the demands of a growing economy during the Reagan era, a time characterized by modernization, industrial growth, and technological expansion. Although the 1985 P dime is not considered rare, It holds substantial historical and sentimental value. Collectors often seek examples in uncirculated or proof-like condition, graded MS-66 or higher, which display full torch details and sharp strikes. Occasionally, mint errors from this year such as off-center strikes, double dies, or misaligned edges enhance a coin's uniqueness and collectible worth. The coin's enduring design and solid construction make it a lasting piece of American heritage, reflecting both artistic precision and national pride. In historical context, the 1985 P. Roosevelt dime represents more than just small change. It embodies a tribute to a visionary leader and a continuation of American ideals through everyday currency. T connects millions of Americans to their history, serving as a reminder of Franklin D. Roosevelt's influence and the country's commitment to liberty, unity, and perseverance. Over 4 decades after its minting, the 1985 P dime remains a timeless artifact of U.S. history and emblem of strength and service, carried quietly in the pockets of a proud nation. Top 3. The America 1 Dime 1975 coin holds a fascinating place in the history of United States coinage, representing both continuity and transition in the nation's monetary design during the mid-1970s. This coin, commonly known as the 1975 Roosevelt dime, was struck by the Philadelphia and Denver mints, featuring the enduring portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, a design introduced in 1946 to honor the late president's legacy and his pivotal role in leading the nation. Through the Great Depression and World War II, the design created by John R. Sinek displays Roosevelt's left-facing profile, with the inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date 1975, along with the mint mark D for Denver or no mark for Philadelphia, located near the truncation of Roosevelt's neck. This classic design symbolizes leadership, perseverance, and the strength of the American spirit in the 20th century. The reverse side of the 1975 dime continues the familiar imagery of a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength, 3 virtues central to the American identity. Surrounding the design are the inscriptions United States of America, e pluribus unum, Latin 4, out of many, 1, and 1 dime at the bottom. The coin was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, consisting of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. It weighs 2.27 grams, measures 17.91 millimeters in diameter, and features a reeded edge, a characteristic originally intended to discourage the shaving of precious metal from coin edges. The 1975 Roosevelt dime is particularly interesting to collectors because it was struck just before the special 1976 bicentennial coinage, which celebrated America's 200th anniversary of independence. Unlike the quarter, half-dollar and dollar coins that received special bicentennial designs, the dime's design remained unchanged, maintaining the Roosevelt motif to preserve historical continuity. However, 1975 is also known among collectors as a year without any proof. Dimes dated 1975, the U.S. Mint produced only 1976 S-proof dimes for the bicentennial year, making any coin accidentally bearing a 1975 S-proof date an incredible rarity. None are officially known to exist. During this period, both the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced large numbers of dimes for general circulation, ensuring that the 1975 Roosevelt dime would be widely used in daily commerce. These coins were struck using advanced machinery that ensured better die quality and stronger strikes compared to earlier decades. While common in circulated condition, uncirculated examples, especially those graded MS-66 or higher, remain desirable among numismatists for their sharp details, lustrous finish, and historical significance. The 1975 Roosevelt dime represents an era of stability in American coinage, bridging the gap between the post-World War II designs and the nation's bicentennial celebrations. Its symbolism reflects enduring values of liberty and unity, while its practical design showcases the mint's ongoing technological improvements. Though not rare, the coin serves as a piece of living history, connecting everyday Americans to their nation's political, cultural, and economic legacy through the familiar image of Franklin D. Roosevelt, a president whose leadership continues to be honored on the U.S. dime more than 7 decades after his passing. Top 4. The America 1 Dime 2001 P coin is a modern circulation coin that continues the long and proud legacy of the Roosevelt dime series, which began in 1946 as a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint in the year 2001, this coin carries the mint mark P just to the right of the date. The Roosevelt dime has been one of the most enduring coin designs in American history, symbolizing leadership, progress, and humanitarian values. Roosevelt's image was chosen to commemorate his remarkable contributions to the United States, including his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, as well as his pivotal role in founding the March of Dimes, N. organization dedicated to fighting polio, a disease he personally battled. The obverse of the 2001 P dime features a detailed left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinnock, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint from 1925 to 1947. Around Roosevelt's portrait appear the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date 2001. Along with the mint mark, P, the designer's initials, JS, appear just below the truncation of Roosevelt's neck. The obverse design remains largely unchanged since its introduction, a testament to Roosevelt's enduring influence on American society and his deep connection to public welfare. The reverse side of the 2001 P dime carries the timeless imagery of a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, representing liberty, peace, and strength respectively. Above the design is the inscription, "United States of America," while below it reads, "One dime." The Latin motto, "E pluribus unum," meaning, "out of many, one," is inscribed across the center, symbolizing unity among the diverse states of the nation. The design is elegant in its simplicity and perfectly encapsulates the principles upon which the United States was founded. The coin is made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, consisting of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core. It weighs 2.27 grams, measures 17.91 millimeters in diameter, and features a reeded edge, a traditional security feature originally meant to deter coin clipping in the days when coins contained silver. Although silver was removed from dimes after 1964, the reeded edge remains as part of the design heritage. The 2001 P dime was mass-produced for circulation, with hundreds of millions minted, ensuring its availability for everyday transactions. In terms of numismatic interest, the 2001 P Roosevelt dime is not a rare coin, but it holds significance as a representative of early 21st century U.S. coinage. Collectors value coins from this year in pristine, uncirculated condition, particularly those graded MS 67 or higher by certification services such as NGC or PCGS. These coins display strong strikes, full torch details, and brilliant luster occasionally. Minting errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or misaligned designs add extra intrigue and value for specialized collectors. Historically, the 2001 P dime also reflects America's entry into a new millennium. A T represents a nation standing on the edge of technological advancement, globalization, and change, yet holding firmly to its traditions and symbols. The Roosevelt dime design, still unchanged after more than half a century, embodies continuity and resilience in a rapidly evolving world. Though small in size, the 2001 P Roosevelt dime remains a powerful emblem of American history, leadership, and unity, its image of Franklin D. Roosevelt serving as a lasting reminder of one of the nation's most respected presidents and the ideals of progress, equality, and freedom that define the United States. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.